can tell a difference. I feel like I can tell a difference a little bit. I've started placing my sound squares on the wall, and I'm hoping it cuts down the reverb just a little bit, like the extra noise that you might be hearing, and maybe it lowers the sound of my PC, because evidently my fans are just like on super blast. I don't notice it when I'm in the room, but when I'm editing my videos, it seems like it is 10 times louder than it actually is. But hopefully the sound is a little bit better. I'm trying my best here. But I have a new video, and this is based off of me wanting to finally build a gaming room, a streaming room with the new streaming stuff that we got from the high school years expansion pack. I haven't built with this. I haven't even really looked at any of it, so I decided I wanted to do something like that, and I made it to where if they were streaming, they'd have a really nice background. And I honestly think that this apartment came out so cute. So I only used high school years, tiny living stuff pack, paranormal stuff pack, and base game, and not realizing I also used the cats and dogs flooring, but that's literally the only thing that I used. So if you don't have cats and dogs, it's not that big of a deal. It's literally just the flooring. I honestly, my whole point building this was to make sure that I used as little packs, but I wanted to still have an environment that was colorful and bright and fun, because I just think that it's a really funky girl who lives here. She loves gaming, she loves colors, she likes trying out new patterns and stuff like that. So I wanted to have that feel for the apartment, but I didn't want to use a bunch of packs. And I honestly was like, ooh, I wish I could put like a cat bed in here and a scratching post, but I don't want to use that. I don't want to add an extra pack. Not realizing I already did that pack by having the floors. So that is my fault, and I am sorry. I tried to use as little packs, so there's only 4 of them, which, if you count how many packs we have, it's really not that bad. I did a pretty good job. Usually I have a horrible time, and I don't limit myself, because I don't feel like dealing with that struggle. Like last video, doing base game and the new desert kit, oh my goodness, that was so hard. Well, first of all, that style of home, not my cup of tea. So I was struggling so hard with that, and that's usually why I have a horrible time limiting myself. But that was extremely limiting. That was basically just base game, and the backyard was the kit. So that was the extreme. But I think that this turned out so cute. So her bedroom has more of a dark, mysterious vibe, because I've never used that bed before, and I just thought that the colors were so nice, so I ended up using that. And then the rest of her house is like super bright, and I think that the way that I laid this out is honestly really interesting compared to how I might normally. Like the kitchen is really funky, but I think that it just works out. Honestly, the living room is really small, and it is kind of going into the entryway a little bit there, but I think that it just turned out really nice. I put this really comfy, cozy circular rug down. There's a little coffee table to the corner. There's plants, but I think that it just seems so cozy. And that plaque that is on the wall, I am not allowed to get rid of, which is why I went for more of a oldie, higher end feel with the doors and archways and the tile. I wanted it to feel like it is historical. So you have like this beautiful woodworking and this beautiful detailed tile to add to that effect, and I think it turned out really nice. I just wanted this to be a space where it was a historical apartment, but this quiet, gamer girl lives here, and she just lives her life along with that aesthetic of it being historical but colorful and bright. And I think it turned out so cute. Like, I wouldn't mind living here. And I kind of like the addition that she has a chess table, but it's only one chair because she's just by herself. Like, her friends are on the internet. She doesn't really go out, explore the city, or anything like that. She just lives in her cozy home and she streams, plays video games, and that's her jam. She has no problems with that. And I think that having the just one chair for the chess table kind of adds to that. So I just loved how that turned out. And then I end up having, it took me forever figuring out what type of furniture piece I wanted to put there because I didn't want to have double furniture pieces in the same big room. I figured that that would look really weird. So you can see me struggling here, trying to figure out what I wanted to use. Then I found more furniture that I wanted to use, and there's only so much space here. So I was having difficulty trying to figure out what I wanted to do there, but I have like her keys and stuff like that that is on that furniture piece. And then I end up putting a mirror, so like before she leaves she can like look at herself in the mirror, make sure that she's looking all nice and fresh. And then I end up putting a painting of what I imagine is her father that has passed away, but she just has the picture on the wall, so whenever she leaves she can say goodbye to him. And I just thought it was kind of cute if I stuck that there, and in my mind that's what I was thinking. And when I placed it, it was like, oh, this is her dad, and whenever she leaves she like kisses him goodbye or something. So back to the gaming room, I decided to play with some of the wallpaper that came with the high school years pack, and I thought that this would be such a fun backdrop when you are streaming. So maybe the lights that are on the back, that's like her name of her channel, and she just has this fun background with the funky colors on the wall, the plant hanging down, the mirror. I just think that it was really bright, fun, and colorful, and that would be really cool for her background. And then I have all the lighting in front of her to add like a little extra something. Those in real life, oh my goodness, it's like $150 for a set of those. Bananas. Probably in the Sims 4 they're really expensive as well. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know how much this apartment cost. Listen, I have trouble limiting myself to packs and money. That sounds like a disaster. I'm gonna end up doing it one day. I need to learn to do that. But in my brain, I'm like, I'm building. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Yeah, so I imagine that that person would be her father. I just thought it was a cute little touch. And I just loved it. And maybe those blueprints are like her father worked for construction, or maybe he was like in the drafting career, and those are some of his drafting pieces that he's done. She has them up in her her dining room. I don't know, something with her father. She was very close to him, but he passed away, and she's just trying to live her life and trying to make him proud. I don't know, I thought it was a cute story. But off to the bedroom, the flooring in these corner pieces, they don't match the rest of the flooring. I'm hoping that you really don't notice it because the room is quite dark, so I think that does help. And then I have those funky curtains. They don't match each other, but that's okay. They're the same color. They're just not. Listen, I had a horrible time trying to figure out what curtains I wanted to use in that room because they don't fit together. If you notice, the ones that are angles are up higher than the one that is on the flat wall. It's because when you put the curtains there, they don't go to the same height. That they're always never going to be the same. Even all placing them, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter. They're never the same. They don't match, but it's okay. You just don't look at it that much and you'll be fine. So finishing up some last touches, and I ended up adding those paranormal stuff pack lighting, and I think that kind of adds to the historical feel of this is a older apartment building, so they have these really like eclectic type feel lights. Watch me saying that and you're gonna be like, Brie, that's not what that is. That's okay. In my mind, I can be wrong. But I think it just looks really nice. I ended up adding some of these beanbag chairs to our office. Maybe she has like a friend or two that don't really live in the city, but when they come and stay or something, they like to chat with her while she's gaming or something like that. And I put some of her favorite posters on the wall. And of course, corkboard. I love my corkboard. I think that they are a necessity in every home. Maybe she has a pen pal, or she wants to get a pen pal. She doesn't have any cards up there yet, but she might. And we're getting close to the end of the build. I really hope that you like this one. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. You can get it on my gallery at Build-A-Brie. And yeah, I just had so much inspiration. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye!